Hello, everybody. This is Jason Bloomberg, a managing partner at Intellyx, and we are conducting a video for Zoho, and we have a Zoho customer with us. So we have Gaurav Kakkar from Emirates Logistics, who is a Creator user, and so we'll have a short discussion about his experiences with Creator. So welcome, Gaurav, and please introduce yourself for our audience.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jason. Good morning, good evening to everybody. So my name is Gaurav. I am a technical guy. I come from a place known as Place of Gods in India, and that is Uttarakhand. Currently resided in Mumbai. So that is where our company head office is there in Mumbai, in India. So I work as a system process manager here. My role is to implement different systems, automate all the processes which the company follows.
Very good. So tell us a bit about your company, Emirates Logistics.
So Emirates Logistics is as a part of a renowned group of companies, which is a diversified business group and has been growing their presence in Middle East, Africa, and Indian subcontinent, and even in Asia. So the group operates in almost every industry. To name a few is shipping, logistics, supply chain, retail, travel, tourism, information technology, financial services, hospitality, education, and manufacturing, and the list goes on. The group is headquartered in Dubai and operates in almost 54 countries. Emirates Logistics India, which is head office, is in Mumbai, and we operate from 13 different countries in India.
Well, that's quite a large company for one that our audience may not have heard of. So that's interesting. So tell us a bit about the business challenges at Emirates that essentially led you to low code and to Creator in the first place. So what were the problems that you were tasked to solve?
Okay. Creator was implemented in Emirates Logistics India around 4.5 years back. At that time, the company's objective was to enhance employee productivity. With the intention and thought, we wanted to work with a software which can give us the flexibility of developing something on demand and on the go. And the software should be able to track the KPIs. And the ideology was to get rid of all manual tasks which eat up employees' time. So that is where we searched for a certain product, and then we zeroed down with Zoho Creator.
Yeah, so tell us a bit about that. I mean, there's a lot of low-code products on the market. Why did you end up choosing Creator?
So when it comes to choosing Creator as a platform, team at that time evaluated multiple platforms available, but Creator gave us advantages in cost and support. Also, they offered us training without any extra charge, which enabled our team to quickly learn and start the product development during the trial period itself. So that was one or two of the points which ensured that we moved with the Zoho Creator.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. So it sounds like your company began with Creator before you actually joined the company. But what was the first app that you personally actually built with Creator?
So the first application which was developed in Creator was the Ocean module. And I'm happy to tell you that this app was created as a bridge between two different teams. So in Emirates, we have a concept of front office, that is the customer service team. And we have another team which is known as back office. So as I told you, the intention was to increase the productivity. So customer support team was mainly focused on getting work done through customers, talking to them about new business. But there was a lot of data entry and back work which was supposed to be done. And we developed the back office team to do that. Now with Creator, with this Ocean module, we were able to rotate the task from one team to another very easily. And each and every step when it was followed was monitored.
Yeah, so that's interesting. What I find interesting about that story is you essentially started with a rather difficult problem, where most organizations begin with low code as a simple front end app. You know, might do a simple form fill in app or something like that, and they'll get to one of these cross organizational apps down the road a ways. But you really jumped into a difficult problem to start with. So you're connecting the front office to the back office. So, I mean, how did you end up making that decision to tackle such a hard problem right off the bat?
So as I told you, the issue that we were facing was the employee productivity, right? And at that time, there was no mechanism to track what people were doing, because Outlook does not provide you that facility to track what kind of emails are sent and segregate them. And there was no such standard software developed which could also do this. Why we went with the direct application was because all of the other applications, websites and all are managed by our group office. So we didn't even think about it. We directly went and ensured that whatever is the crux should be solved first. And later small parts can be done easily.
Yeah, that's a great part of the story, right? Because it goes against common misbeliefs about low code that it's only for lightweight applications. But your story shows that that's not the case. So tell us a bit
Yeah,
about your
definitely.
team. Yeah, tell us a bit about your team. It sounds like you must have a lot of people working on this for that kind of complicated app. So how many people are on the team, and who's doing this work?
I think you'll be surprised knowing it. In the company in India, we have a 4-member IT team, and mostly 90% of development in Zoho is done by me alone.
Wow.
So I'm the only one doing all development at this point. So it is managed single-handedly here, and it is quite easy to manage because of the low-code feature that they have.
That's impressive. So a 4-person IT team that has to do all of the IT stuff, from laptop
Yes.
problems to resetting passwords to running networks, and then you're 1/4 of this team, and you're the only member who's working on Creator. So it is definitely surprising.
So
So
I
so
have
how,
a member
uh-huh,
supporting me in terms of implementation, though.
uh-huh.
But all the development and the initial entire all framework development is done by a single person itself.
Wow, how about that? So how many apps have you actually built with Creator? You described this great front office, back office productivity app, but what sort of tell us about the sort of all the apps you've done?
So in total, as of now, till 3 days back, we had 22 different apps. We are now
Wow.
working on the 23rd app, which is again a very complex and a big project. We have just started with it. So initially, we implemented Creator. We thought of working to resolve core areas like our customer service and commercial teams. With time, we gained experience. We started developing different application of all departments, which took us little time. As I said, small problems can be handled later, right? So once we got used to it, we started developing all small applications. From March 2021 till December 2022, we developed almost 16 applications.
Wow.
And the new approach was very simple and fast. Understand the department issue, take the outline from them, convert them into forms, report, dashboards, and customize via workflows. It is very simple. Don't go into complex situations first. Go simple and then merge everything.
Yeah, so you say we built those apps, but actually you're talking about you personally, right? You're doing most of the work yourself. So over 20 apps. And so this latest one, tell us a bit about this latest one that you're working on now.
So we have recently started developing an application for our warehouse management. So all the vehicles which are coming to the warehouse, so they come up with some document and with some cargo, right? So we are developing the application which a security guard can use. And let me tell you, in India, security guards are not that educated
Yeah.
like in foreign countries. They don't even have knowledge of English language much. So we have to develop the application so simple for them is that they have to click and everything is done. So we are developing something where the applications is updated based on a click. So when the cargo comes, the loading, unloading happens, and the other process of inside the warehouse. So we are developing at that moment. So I'm not releasing everything because that is something of core business to us. But yes, once it is developed, I'll be happy to share features of that application as well.
So warehouse management, I mean, there are sophisticated commercial products on the market for warehouse management that are expensive and complex and handle, large logistics operations. But, Emirates Logistics is a logistics company. So warehouse management is a core part of your business. And instead of getting one of these big, complex, expensive warehouse management products, you're building something simple in Creator. So is this replacing an older app, or were you doing it all manually? I mean, sort of, how did you end up moving from wherever you were to Creator? What was there before?
So so at this moment, we are not moving from anywhere. We are
Okay.
still using the old software which we were supposed to use.
Okay.
But then since it is managed by the outside party, and sometimes it becomes difficult to change few things, because in an IT company, everything goes in a process, right? A ticket has to be raised, then it has to be approved, then it will go with the development team, then testing team, and then it will come back to us as a rollout. So the team and management had an idea, why don't we try this at our home itself? We have the experience, we have the knowledge, let's try. And so we started developing it, and I hope we'll be able to complete it in a quick time. Though it is
Oh,
very complex, the domain is very complex,
yeah.
but I feel that we'll be able to, if we go step by step, we'll be able to complete it in a quick time.
Yeah, that's impressive. I mean, you're definitely tackling some of the more challenging areas of the logistics business, right? It can be a very complicated business. So one of the interesting things about this story is, as I mentioned, a lot of companies start with simple user-facing apps when they leverage low code, but you're really dove into this back office connectivity sort of the story. So a lot of those capabilities don't necessarily focus on user interfaces. I mean, the security guard you're talking about, yeah, you want a simple user interface for that person. But to connect front office to back office, there's a lot of integration, there's a lot of data-centric issues. So tell us a bit how well Creator works with those challenges that aren't about the user interface. I mean, the integration and other back-end kind of technologies.
In terms of where the actual user interface is not used,
right.
Recently we developed a mobile application which was outside the environment of Creator. I had a very little time to develop the app, integrate it with the Creator and some other sources, and then make it live. I think we connected once with the support team. We had a little issue in the API document understanding. We connected with them once. They made us understand everything, how the process would work. And then my mobile application development team was able to easily create the APIs, throw values to the app, and fetch values from Zoho Creator as well. And it was smooth. I mean, we were able to complete everything within a month's time itself.
Very good. So tell us a bit about the business benefits. So how has Emirates Logistics benefited from these apps you've built, and sort of what does your boss's boss think about all of this?
And that's a tricky question to ask. So in terms of benefits, other than the features or the productivity benefits that we have received from Zoho Creator, on the commercial angle also, Creator has been at par, or I would say it is better than from its competitors. So we have saved a lot of money. I'm comparing if I would have moved with some other vendor and utilized the same low-code feature in any other application. So we have saved a lot of cost using Creator. Plus, one of the benefits that I wanted to update you, see, a lot of applications or these systems, they will give you 4 or 5 application development rights, right? In my kitty, I have unlimited access. So I can go on developing it within the same login. And I don't have to pay extra cost for extra application developed, right? And if I procure these separate applications from market, it would actually cost me 6 to 7 times of what I'm paying to Creator at this point.
Definitely makes sense. So of all these apps that you've been building, I mean, 22, 23 apps, how strategic are they? That is, how critical are they to the core business versus simply improving processes? I mean, improving processes is a good thing, right? It's going to save money and improve the productivity you mentioned. But how well are you helping to transform how the company does business?
Correct. So as I said, the company's initial motive was to enhance the productivity. But then once we were able to develop those apps, the ideology changed to go transparent, go digital in all aspects. Initially, we were not able to share anything with our customers. Now, the original app that I told you, the Ocean module, is the core of our mobile app, which is used by our customers. They are able to live track the shipment. They're able to transparently see which salesperson did they talk to on which date. We have come up with an option like they can schedule a meeting through my app itself, and my salesperson will connect with them separately. They're able to get information about the industry. So in logistics industry, Incoterm is very important, which tells about the risk which party holds during the shipment. Mm-hmm. We have inbuilt that as a part of the app itself. And also we are providing the customer the facility of searching of any ports in the world. So if he wants to do any shipments to particular country, let's say Italy, they will just type Italy and all the ports located to Italy with the distance, they'll be able to see it immediately. So a lot of value-add services we are trying to provide, which is all connected with Zoho. And right. It is strategic because we've been offering something to our customers directly without them paying anything to us for this application.
Right. So you're improving customer value and expanding customer value, which each customer is likely to do more business with you, but it'll also encourage other customers to sign up, right? So it helps you grow your business overall. It's a great story. And here, just you all by yourself are, at the heart of this, building these creator apps. It's an amazing story. So what's next? What's coming down the road for you and Creator at Emirates?
There's a lot to do for Emirates Logistics India, actually. And we feel we have just started with Creator. We aim to provide more customer-centric applications, websites for our customers, customers, vendors, agents, so that there is everything within the ecosystem. We should not move out of the digital ecosystem. Everything has to be reported there, work there, and there is no manual work. So that tomorrow, if my management asks, Gaurav, come and tell me why is this team not able to perform the way they should, I will have the KPI dashboard with them. Sir, these are the activities that they're performing. This is where I feel we have to work more. And then we can solve that issue. So that is what we look forward. As I said, we have just started with one application. And then similarly, once we finalize and find more problems, we will develop more applications with Creator.
Very good. Well, that's a great story, and glad we had this time together. So we're about out of time. So thank you very much to Gaurav Kakkar from Emirates Logistics. This is Jason Bloomberg with Intellyx, and thanks to the Zoho team as well, not only for building such a great app with Creator, but for hosting this video for us. So thanks, everybody, and talk to you on the next one.
Yeah. Thank you, Jason. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.